So guys, welcome to the channel. A little bit of a coronavirus update for you. Stay tuned. So a quick side note, as you can see it's the 1st of April that I'm filming this, and I'm just going to run outside and show you how empty the car park is while everyone is self-isolating and quarantined. So as you can see, today is actually quite a nice day for once, but we are just, oh Christ, look at that. So we are currently in the site car park, and I'm just going to wander over this way just to show you how many people are actually on site today and how quiet it is on site for on-site customers. So yeah, just take a look at this. And this car park, guys, is normally absolutely ramo, so it's quite quiet here today. Okay guys, as you may have heard in the news, there's this thing called coronavirus, or COVID-19. It is a virus that's taking a lot of lives, it's making a lot of people very ill, and it's put the country on a state of lockdown where people are only advised to travel if it's absolutely necessary. Data center operators are classed as key workers because we are keeping people online during this time and helping to enable remote working. Now, we've, as a data center, taken a lot of steps to kind of work with this. Myself and James, the other guy who does a lot of stuff on the channel, we've not really been in contact with one another apart from playing computer games in the evening when we get home, purely because we can't risk both of us getting ill at once. So there's that. We've also got another NOC set up. So now the NOC that you know and love, that you see in our videos, that's up here, and we've actually got 2 of them now running the exact same setup, so we can see everything that we need to see. We've got 1 engineer in there, 1 engineer in the main NOC, so 1 in the normal NOC, 1 in the new NOC. I'm normally sat down in the commercial office, so I'm away from those guys, and we've normally got 1 other at the other end of the commercial office working away. So we've got 4 people on site from the technical team each day, and everyone else is working remotely. So the sales guys are working remote, marketing, accounts, and the rest of the technical team. So we are business as usual, we're keeping you guys happy. Unfortunately, we've got to slow down the content, which, as much as we don't want to do that, we've got to do it purely because we can't really get too close because of social distancing. So we're looking out for one another. That way we're making sure no one gets too close to each other. We're not doing anything that's going to cause any problems with customers. So when customers come in, we're trying to do as much as we can for that customer without physically seeing them. And also every time a customer visits, which now have to be pre-arranged, we are running on pre-arranged visits. So the customer needs to tell us in advance when they're going to visit, what racks they're going to visit, who's going to be visiting, what time they're going to be visiting, and how long they need access for. And we do windows for up to 4 hours, unless in extreme circumstances. So where does that leave us on a cleanliness front? Just as always, we've got a very strict cleaning regime in the DC. It's a data center, we can't have any dirt, dust, anything like that. But we are taking extra steps. So we have 4-hour windows for customers, and we also allocate 1 hour after that window so that we can go in and do a full deep clean of everywhere that customer has been. So we know what rack they're in, we will clean that data floor, that will get a deep clean, all the racks will be cleaned. Oh. So on top of us taking all the necessary precautions to make sure that everything is clean, every time a customer visits the data center, we're allocating 1 hour after to do a full clean of the DC that they're in. So if they're in DF1, we would do a full clean of DF1 just to ensure that everything is pristine, perfectly clean, ready for the next user. On top of this, we are also urging you, or you, our clients, to take advantage of our remote hand service where possible in order to stop bringing third parties into the DC and risking making the NOC team ill or any other staff for that matter. We're actually extending our advanced remote hand service. We're actually going to be doing that free of charge while this is going on, so that you guys can stay out of the DC, and it reduces the risk for me, for you, for everyone involved. So you're more than welcome to bring, say, the hard disk that you were going to come in and swap. Bring it, we'll swap it for you free of charge, no cost to you, because to us, having staff that are well and safe is a lot more valuable than £12.50 or whatever to swap a hard disk. So customers can also go on our website and see what sort of remote hands we offer. We do have a white paper in the download section, so go and check that out. Yeah, we've also installed hand sanitizer absolutely everywhere. We've got automatic dispensers on walls. We've got some cleaning chemical rags. Well, it's not chemical, it's like the hand sanitizer stuff, but it's medical grade stuff. And obviously we just urge you to wash your hands all the time. As one of my favourite cruise directors used to say, wash your hands, wash your hands, wash your hands. So that's a quick update from Custodian, what we're doing to keep our staff safe, our customers safe, and the facility nice and clean, and stop the spread of coronavirus, and doing our bit to flatten the curve. And while I'm here, I just want to say a massive thanks to everyone who's keeping the country running while we're in this really weird situation we find ourselves in. So that's all the public services, the NHS, you are doing absolutely fantastic. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Delivery drivers, taxi drivers, couriers, we're all working together, and if I've missed out your trade, your sector, do forgive me because there's loads, but just everyone who's still working to keep the country running during these times, massive thank you. So guys, thank you ever so much for watching. I've been Ash for Custodian. Unfortunately, it has just been me this time, but we want you to show the same support and love as you do for the channel. So give it a thumbs up, comment with what other videos you want to see, and we've actually got something in the works that will kind of keep you entertained, and a bit more of an expansion on our lab setup. So yeah, stay tuned, and we'll see you in the next video.